Hi, my name is Muna. You're watching CCI.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Good morning, CCI.
I'm Abby.
And I'm Kaylee,
And these are your morning announcements.
Just a reminder that the GSA, Gay Straight Alliance, meets every Tuesday at 2:45 in the cafeteria. New members are always welcome.
Attention art students. Sue Miller of Stonebridge Gallery, Wasaga, would like to continue to display CCI student artworks until the end of April. Student participants, please touch base with Mr. Van Sice if you no longer want your painting on display. Keep in mind, Stonebridge Gallery plans to continue to promote the expedition to the public while also increasing viewing opportunities.
Monday, March 8th is International Women's Day. This is a day to celebrate the achievements of women all across the world and to recognize the challenges and barriers women face in everyday life. And so, on Monday, we ask that you wear purple to support all the women in your life. Celebrate women's achievements, raise awareness against bias, take action for equality. Visit internationalwomensday.com for more information on this day.
And now for some local news.
Our own Mr. Hewitt spoke out about the future of Clearview's community halls. The Clearview Council discussed the issues on February 17th around the halls and how they go back for decades. The cost to renovate these buildings would cost up to $6.5 million in order to meet the township accessibility standards. There was planning in 2020 to update these buildings, but were sidetracked by COVID-19.
Mr. Hewitt explains that he doesn't understand why the council had to go behind closed doors to talk about this. It was just a brainstorming session. Why can't it be done so I can talk to the council rep about the discussions that happened? I feel a bit left in the dark. Mr. Hewitt explained his worries and about the accessibility issues in the Clearview community halls.
Now, before we head to sports, here's a CCIAM original video.
Good morning, CCI. Today, I ask students when they think of the perfect teacher, what qualities come to mind. Teachers, take note. When you think of the perfect teacher, what qualities come to mind?
A good sense of humor.
Be subjective.
The qualities that make a good teacher is probably if they're funny and if they're willing to listen to your ideas.
Going outside.
What teacher I think pretty much has the best quality trait and pretty much looks out for everybody is the teachers that come in here every day and trying to educate the youth, you know what I'm saying? It's all about getting the educational back to the youth, putting it back into the community.
Understandable. We really like Mr. Corgan because he puts up with us and he's just really nice.
A teacher that connects with multiple students, like the young age and modern days, yeah.
And now here's Chris with your sports.
I hope everyone enjoyed the Leafs 6-1 win last night against the Edmonton Oilers, except for you, Mr. Zago. The game's top scorer went to Jimmy Vesey with 2 goals in the first period. Unfortunately, the Toronto Raptors were down 5 players last night while facing the Detroit Pistons. They ended up taking the loss 129-105. I'm sure a lot of people in Vegas made some money betting on last night's game. After a brutal loss, the Raptors must face the Boston Celtics tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's hope their performance is not as poor as last night. Of course, missing 5 key players and most of their coaching staff sure didn't help. COVID strikes again. That's all for sports. Back to your host.
And now to Matt with today's weather forecast.
Good morning, CCI. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's a frosty one out here today, as we're sitting in a high of -6 with a very cold low of -8. But don't let your hopes down, CCI, because I got some good news for those skiers and snowboarders out there, as the slopes we all love are shaping up pretty nice up at Blue Mountain. It feels like a -11 up there, so you might want to slap on a balaclava and some socks to keep those toes nice and toasty warm. We'd love to see you out there, McMullen. Strand just ain't the same without you. Now, that's all for your weather, CCI. Back to your host.
Those are all your announcements, CCI. Have a fantastic day.